Hey YouTube, Zach with East Coast Guns and Gear here again today. Got the Mark 12 with us once again to discuss triggers today. We'll be talking about the GEISSELE Super Dynamic 3-gun single stage flat trigger for the AR-15. This is direct replacement. It is not a one-piece drop-in, but is a direct replacement for your GI trigger and your AR-15 lower. We're going to discuss what makes it a single stage trigger today, as well as go over the trigger pull weight. The GEISSELE Super Dynamic 3-gun trigger, we're going to call it the 3-gun trigger for the remainder of this video. The 3-gun trigger comes with 2 springs. Comes with a 3.5 pound pull and a 4.5 pound pull. Now, on AR-15, the 3.5 pound pull is pretty light, especially with the flat trigger. A flat trigger doesn't make the pull less, however, it makes it feel like it's a lighter pull than a traditional curved trigger. At least that's what they claim, and from my use and review and perspective, I believe that that is true. And I say that because I happen to have 3 flat face triggers on weapons that I own. I happen to have 2 of the GEISSELE 3-gun triggers and I don't remember the brand, but a flat trigger installed on my Springfield XDM match. So today, Mark 12 out here because it has the 3-gun trigger in it. And we're going to look at it and discuss what makes it a single stage, as well as go over the trigger pull weight and just a review of the GEISSELE 3-gun trigger. These triggers can be found on most of your websites, from Midway to anywhere you get AR-15 parts, Palmetto State Armory, so forth and so on. I have no affiliations or connections, nor am I sponsored by GEISSELE. Just in my mind, they're about the best trigger you can get for an AR-15, and I have 2 of them, and I'm very happy with them. I have one in this Mark 12 build that you see in front of you, and another one that came factory in a DD, Daniel Defense M4 V7 Pro, which hopefully soon I'll get a review up on, and some range reports on that as well. But today we'll be discussing it on the Mark 12 build. Just want to show you guys, it is empty, chamber is clear. As you can see in front of you, this is the 3-gun trigger. It is a flat single stage trigger. It comes with a 3.5 pound and a 4.5 pound trigger spring. I currently am running the 3.5 pound in mine. If it seems a little too light or a little too bouncy for you guys, there is the 4.5 pound included in the GEISSELE box when you buy this guy. We can do a trigger pull gauge on this to show it's 3.5 pounds. However, I believe I showed that in the review for this gun as well. I didn't get a very good pull on that. Sorry about that. All right, this guy's pulling right around 4 pounds at the moment. Let me run the action on this, and I'll show you what makes it a single stage trigger, all right? So a single stage trigger compared to a dual stage trigger, or a 2-stage trigger as they call them. A two-stage trigger will have slack and take up. That is approximately 3/4 of the weight or so of the trigger pull. Then you'll hit a wall, and at the wall you will pull the remainder, whatever, let's call it 1.5 pound of trigger pull, and the trigger will go off at that point. On a single stage trigger, there is no difference in pull weight. So this one being 3.5, 4 pounds, you'll see, as I showed you, gun is empty and clear. We're on the trigger, we're pulling 1, 2, 3 pounds. There's a little bit of movement and then a snap. This gun has a extremely short reset, which I'll show you right now. Let's watch the reset. There it is. 3.5 pounds, 4 pounds. There it is. I'll show you one more time. Let's look at that reset one more time. Right there. And then fire. Right there. All right, guys. I can't say enough good things about the GEISSELE Super Dynamic 3-gun trigger. I believe you can get it flat or curved. I prefer the flat one myself. I like the way it feels. I like the purchase on it on the pad of your finger. Shoots very well and haven't had any hiccups with my experience with GEISSELE triggers. If you like this content, like and subscribe. Leave a comment below in the comment section letting me know what trigger you guys prefer in your AR-15s. GEISSELE, Timney, some of the nice ones from Palmetto, the polished ones from BCM. There's so many out there. I can't think of them all at this moment. However, you know, let me know what you guys think is the best, what you prefer in your AR-15. If you're shopping for a trigger right now, I can't say good enough things. I can't say enough good things about the GEISSELE. So I highly recommend you look into that. And until next time, like and subscribe. Keep an eye out for my future videos. I try to post at least once a week. And stay safe. Protect your home. And until next time, East Coast Guns and Gear.